Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel and welcome to another G-Vlog video. Today I'm gonna disassemble this vintage DW-003 series G-Shock watch and perform a battery swap. At the same time, just showing you guys how to disassemble this very model. This I believe to be a very old model and one of the easiest G-Shock watch to disassemble really. Although it looks pretty complicated, trust me, it is really easy. So let's just fast forward. After disassembling all the screws and remove the watch band and this shock absorber, I believe, you guys need to carefully remove the back plate because there's one spring that might pop out, and also this watch in particular is a really old and vintage model. It might crumble or destroy if you apply too much force on it. In this case, there's already one part and the bezel layer is already cracked, so that's an example. So let me slowly take this one out like so. This part is holding very well, so good for me. First thing at the back, and here is the back plate, which will be removed at the same time when you remove the back plate screws, such as this guy down here. And here is how it looks like up close. There is stainless steel back with Japan Y, so I could see now this watch is fully made in Japan, but regardless, over time they will still disintegrate it and destroy because they're still resin. So here is the back cushion, which is similar to most G-Shock watch on the market, so you could scrap this for parts if you wanted to. And this is how the engine looks like from the inside. You could clearly see states here Casio Japan, no jewels, and the ACD should be up there. So what I'm going to do now is swap the battery by removing this clip down there. Like so, and then just take the battery out. You could take the whole engine out because it didn't matter anyway. It could work on its own like so, because these are all for make it easy and for protection. The engine on its own is just this big. So now I want to slide in new battery like so. I mean, it is not recommended to use your finger on this part of the watch, but well, I'm just doing this for demonstration purpose, and I don't have time to wear gloves and to do all this detailed stuff. You know, I could do this after I'm done filming anyway. I will redo everything again, but for now, here is how it looks like. Some G-Shocks require you to perform the AC operations and some didn't, but regardless, Casio do recommend you to perform the AC operation right after you swap a battery, which put your tweezer in this AC part on top here on the gold disc and place another part of the tweezer on the negative side of the back, somewhere on there. They usually have an indicator, but in my case I couldn't see it, and you can see that I'm holding this or touching this with my fingers and a lot of fingerprints, which I will clean after I'm done filming. I don't have to show everything because it's really time consuming. Anyway, so here is it. It's already working now, so I could put it back in here, but before that I'm gonna need to remove this bezel like so. They have this clip over here. Take it out like so. There it is. And seems like this part's almost broken. Yeah, it's already cracked. Right, so man, this is really, I mean, I like the colorway, it's really beautiful, but yeah, it's already beginning to crack, destroy like that. So too bad for me. Anyway, here is the engine. I'm gonna need to just take everything out, but before that, let's put the engine back in there. And let's play around with the function. The buttons is still working fine. The EL backlighting is still lighting on. Yeah, so far so good. Take the engine out, and then I'm gonna need to remove this watch band adapter. You could add in any strap at all that could fit in the slots, so you don't necessarily need to rely on this Casio Japan made strap because it is too thick, although it is really tough, but it is too thick for some people. So I would recommend you guys to swap to a different strap that is much more sleeker, much more better for your wrist size and shape. So let me remove this part now because I'm gonna need to clean this entire piece together. So we'll be back after I'm done cleaning this whole part. Probably not this guy though. Now we're back. I already cleaned this hard case, the back plate, the cushion, the face plate, the back cushion. This is the side cushion. This is the module frame. This is the absorber for the back plate. This will be the watch adapter, the O-ring. This will be the bottom layer of the watch body, and this will be the upper layer. I didn't clean this part, and of course I didn't fully clean this engine with soap water. I will clean this using rubbing alcohol after this, lightly swap them, and this one as well. I did clean it a little bit so there are no more fingerprint at the back, but regardless, I bring in another engine over here. This is from my other G-Shock watches, the DW-005 which I used to make my merchandise really. Here is the watch. I take the engine out just for demonstration purpose in this video. So instead of using the original engine, I'm going to show you guys that you could also use this DW-005 engine and add that in this DW-003 hard case, and bam, it fits perfectly fine and even all the way to the front. So here is a nice interesting finding, just in case you have a DW-003 vintage watch laying around in your closet or in the drawer that is already broken and you don't have any replacement bezel for that model. Why not grab a DW-005 parts instead and use that to your advantage? Take the engine out, put that in here, and you are good to go. Look at that. Some people say that you could use the DW-005 bezel like this one and use that onto the hard case of this very model. I tried it, but you're gonna need to do some modifications. For example, this side of the hard case, you need to trim this thing up, file it all the way off, and then you will be able to use this bezel onto this model. So you will require some sacrifice. If you are willing to do so, then there you have it. Your DW-003 will be done, and now you could use it all over again as if it is brand new. So there's some example that I need to share to you guys, but I couldn't show this yet because it is really time consuming, just so you know you could have the options. Anyway, I'm going to assemble all of this back. And some of you guys probably be wondering now, why didn't I grease the watch after I cleaned it up and while I was assembling it? That's because I'm planning to disassemble it back again after this, and that's also the reason why I'm not putting all the screws back. Keep in mind, I do know about that, I just didn't show the process in the video. I will probably show that using a different watch in the future, but for this video in particular, that is all that I have to share right now. I hope you guys still found this video a little bit useful and entertaining as well. Go check gshockhighfashion.com and also Patreon page as well if you are interested to learn more. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and